Our culture and our tradition is the land. We are directly connected to the land. It's our spirituality. The animals, the fish, all the wildlife that you see in the forest, the trees, we're all connected. This they need to understand, that we cannot be forced to go away from our land. Okay.
It's been 9 days, I think, since we took the land back.
9 days. 9 days. Pretty beautiful days. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it feels like something that, like, you don't normally do. Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's revolutionary.
No, I don't
Right?
think anyone's ever evicted like a $6 billion pipeline before.
Yeah.
People get confused about what we want as Native people. It's like, what do you want? It's just like, land back.
But it be as simple as possible.
I don't need any reconciliation. I don't want money. I don't want, like,
Yeah.
I don't want programs or funding or whatever. Just land back.
Land back.
It's funny, though, when I said that to my dad, you know, to Gidimt'en Wetsuweten people, if you tell them about land back, they're like, we never lost the land anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Which is true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've been here for over a year out on the territory, between here and up at Unist'ot'en village, and feels good to finally be out here without the presence of industrial workers and abusers and perpetrators living behind us in the territory.
We were talking about it earlier before, and how all the culture camps up at Unist'ot'en in the healing center, and how like so much community members and indigenous people come and gather to like learn their language or learn how to fish or learn how to like hunt, trap. And that just creates like a safety for some indigenous families and children. You know, we grew up with intergenerational trauma, and we experience continual trauma. So these safe places are so important.
I don't think Canada is just going to let us take the land back without a fight, preparing our minds and spirits to be peaceful when we're faced with violence, when you're faced with assault rifles and snipers and people who don't care about your life. If this project makes it through the Wetsuweten without their consent, there's nothing stopping any project from thinking they can go through our territories without the consent of our chiefs. So this is a really important fight for all the nations around. We, as Wetsuweten and Gidimt'en, we live off the river. We're like people of the river. For us, we're people of the Skeena, and that this water, whatever happens here, is going to impact the whole downstream and impact our whole salmon and impact our whole lives, the ability to feed ourselves and have water to drink, because that's real. It's not like salmon is part of our, like, just part of our culture. It's like literally people will starve if they don't have it. Like, people don't have enough food if they don't have their salmon, so that's what we're protecting, really.
I mean, we have lots of settler supporters who are out here, also living like something that's way beyond reconciliation, right? It's not like we're just having a conversation and we decided that we're reconciled now. Like, they're out here living in accordance with Indigenous laws. And I think what people are realizing, those who have joined us out here, is that it's way better. You know? Yeah. Come live on the Yintah. Yeah. There's freedom here, and you're treated with respect, because that's like the basis of Indigenous law. And so, yeah, it's way different than living under a system that's built for capitalism. There is so much support because people realize that that's such a better alternative, and it's an alternative that's not going to, in the end, destroy us. And so people are thriving out here. That's why everyone's still in such good spirits, even though we're like under siege. It's because this is a better way to live. So it is about like giving the land back, but it's also realizing that like everybody benefits from that. Like everybody benefits from Indigenous people having jurisdiction and being able to exercise their governance over territories, because it means that, you know, the water is clean for everyone and the animals are respected and people are respected. And like we take care of each other.
There's nations all across the world that can rise up now. They can all rise up with us and make a huge statement to let all these colonial governments know that it's not a final situation that they created. It's a very temporary one that we're about to uproot and replace with something that makes a lot more sense, that will save this planet. What's